All right. We are live. Welcome to the AMLoB Podcast, everyone. Um, as of right now, it's just me and Bitches once again. Um, Shout out to Pook because Pook apparently doesn't like the combination, or maybe it's just he doesn't like it's Bitches being one of the two.
Fuck, fuck you, Aiden.
but yeah, Emmons plans on joining us here, and what he said could be a few minutes. But yeah, getting to the power rankings. I don't know, probably chop it up with something with a little filler after that. But other than that, we'll get into the rankings and let's talk about it. So, we got number
Jags
one.
is number one.
I was going to say we got number one, which is, of course, Josh.
What is done to drop?
I was going to say only undefeated team in the league. Doesn't look like he's slowing up at all. It's just he's balling, man. Like it's not really anything bad you can say about the team. The offense is steady, efficient. Defense.
He's 19 yards per game passing. He gotta make him throw on you.
Yeah, because he controls the game on the ground. So I mean, it's just kind of like
in the box all day.
Yeah, you have to stop Leo, which I saw Leo break a run today, where he just went through like a couple guys, spun off, touchdown. So even if you do stack the box, there's no telling how that's going to turn out for you.
He had 141 versus me. Like, dude had an off day.
But yeah. So I mean, just as far as putting in the work, his defense is playing at an elite status. Only giving up 116 points in 14 games now, 13 at the time of the rankings, but 14 total. Now that's elite level. And I mean, he leads in point differential. So he definitely is the front runner. I don't think it's close. I think even if he lost a game, I still don't think it's close. That's just my opinion on it. I don't know if Bishop has anything more to add to that. But
only thing is Jags is good, like better than us. Like, dude, you good, Josh? You good?
Definitely a baller.
Ballers.
So yeah, that's number one. Of course, you have number two, which came in with Cripps at number two. Oh, nope, never mind. Wait.
Emmons
at two.
Oh.
Okay. Emmons at two. So Emmons at two. I mean, he definitely deserves it. To be honest, the back and forth between him and Cripps, I was debating on that for a minute today, but yeah, those two. That number two with Emmons is definitely deserving. He is 12-2 to this point, and again, doesn't look like he's slowing up at all. So
I mean, shit. Like, the game we played was ugly. Like, so ugly. You find her at the bar like at 2 a.m. Like that was how bad it was, and he still won. Good teams win ugly games, therefore. Crips, number two. Or no, wait, not Crips. Emmons, Wumbo.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like he finds a way to win games. That's the big thing about it. He finds ways to win, and that's what good teams do. They always find a way to get it done in the end. Even in the losses that he's had, those were games that he had opportunities to win, and he just didn't capitalize on those. But yeah, so I mean, Emmons definitely deserves a number 2 spot. He's still trying to get his offense kind of where it needs to be, but his defense gets takeaways at a crazy amount. I think he's at like almost 50 takeaways now. So, yeah, Emmons definitely earned a number 2 spot. He's done a great job with that Lions team, especially considering where that team starts out at. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much my thought on it. And then, of course, strength of schedule. He's playing some really tough opponents, and he's coming out with these wins. So, definitely shout out to Emmons. He's definitely working right now. So,
all right, number 3, we got Cripps.
Yes,
I mean that was a close 3. Like this is 2B.
It's to be real, it's not. It's not like it's a much of a big disparity between the two.
Like it could go either way. Like in the votes, went either way. Like
yeah, it's definitely not a big disparity in between the two, but he definitely earned a ranking right here at number 3 or number 2. Like I said, it was a back and forth between the two all day. And Cripps, especially coming from somebody that played him, he has that Saints team ready to go. He really has that Saints team ready to go. They're flying around, making plays on defense, offense. They find a way to get it done. And like we said about Emmons, good teams find ways to win ugly games. And
my God. Like, okay, so like that Bucks game though, 13-12, he threw 4 picks and 1. Like my God.
Like for real.
Like shout out to Connor if you're listening. You did a good job, like my dude. Like looking at the stat page, I don't know how. Like it just happened. It's like shit's wild.
Yeah, I mean, you can like I said, it's good. Like we said, good teams find ways to win ugly games, and he definitely has done that. Especially with the 12-2 record, him and Emmons look like they're in a class of their own in the NFC. So, definitely earned this number 3 spot. Like we said, essentially a 2B. It's not even really a number 3. It's a 2B type of situation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's definitely earned it. And yeah. Up next we have Roger at 4. Almost unanimous at 4. Corey put him at 5, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost unanimous at 4. He's been playing great football this season.
He's got like the number 1 or number 2 offense. Like
yeah, he's been finding ways to get it done all season. So, shout out to him for figuring that out. I mean, I think with with the right I think with getting the defense on an elite level consistently, that he'll be mentioned in that upper echelon with where Josh Cripps and Emmons are right now. But with right now he is playing.
Like he'd be up there if it wasn't for the Jags right now. Like
yeah,
I mean he's still up there, but like he wouldn't be there. Like he would be there, but he's not there.
Yeah. He number 2 seed in the conference.
Whoa!
And we have Emmons.
Hello.
You just missed us giving you love, man.
Oh, I told you guys to hold off. I'd be joining here via cellular device soon.
You did, but I just didn't say anything because we were kind of on a roll.
What'd you say about me, Wumbo?
Dude, we were pumping you up, dude. You fucking win the ugly games. Like, fuck, our game, like, He's still at the bar at 2 a.m. Like looking for a lonely dude. Like that's how ugly he was.
But
you won.
How's the alcohol been treating you tonight, there, Wumbo?
Fucking amazing.
I'm glad to hear it. It's good to be back. This will be my entertainment on my drive home.
There you go. But yeah, so but
where am I at? Am I at third or second?
Second.
You're actually at 2.
Oh, lit.
So yeah, we were talking about you and Cripps basically being 2A, 2B. But yeah, anyways, with Roger, he finds a way to get it done. He struggled a lot against Corey, but we all know Corey's ability to play defense is definitely at an elite level in this league. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at what point in the CFM. His defense is at an elite level. So yeah, I mean with those guys, he has Lamar Jackson playing at a lights out level. He has Mark Andrews balling at tight end. And his running game has been phenomenal. So Roger definitely has been one of the better teams in the league so far. Of course, it's the end of the season. The big question comes for a lot of these teams is, can they make it happen in the playoffs? Is the big question for a lot of them. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for Roger. Anybody else got anything to chime in with or no?
Fuck you, Roger, but like you're pretty damn good.
Wow.
Jesus. Well,
we're here now. So we're here now.
I'm just kidding, Roger. I love you.
Wild.
I love you.
Anyways, yeah, I mean he's he's got 2 losses? 3 losses?
2
losses.
Two.
With I think it's like a 79 overall Baltimore team. So I mean, the division he's in isn't easy by any means. So I'm always swept Dicey, who's been struggling a little bit this year. Pook's back on the winning train. It looks like. So it's not an easy division to be in. So I think it's definitely impressive what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to add from here.
Wumbo's just here for the memes and the good times and the laughs.
There we go. So on to number 5. And number 5, we have Lights with his Chargers, which that was almost unanimous with the exception of Corey having Roger and Lights switched.
I mean, this dude beat me, so he's got to be pretty fucking
good. But yeah, like with Lights, I mean, he's been having he's been doing what he typically does. That quiet season that when you look at it,
I was just about to say it's been quiet.
You're kind of like, okay, when did he get this good? Like, when did his record get to this point? But yeah, like he's been balling with that team, especially with that young talent on that team that he's been trying to mold. I'm pretty sure the playoffs for him at this point is just a plus. So, I think he's done a great job as far as like getting that team where he needs it. He's playing good football. He's figuring out ways to get wins. Again, like we've been saying, good teams find ways to, get wins in ugly games. It just happens that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like you said it perfectly. I think him, like, he just kind of like always does it quietly, and is always like a consistent top 5 user. And just always, tends to make runs in the playoffs at times, and definitely generally has really good regular seasons. I think last cycle he won 7 or 6 out of 8 division titles. So it looks like he's off to a start again of winning another division title. So
yeah, he won 6 out of 8. So I mean, yeah. It's very apparent.
He's about to win the first one this season, so he can get it done in the division at least. And he's won Super Bowls before too. So he's a user to watch out for.
Definitely.
I mean, probably if he gets in the playoffs, I mean, I'd probably say he's probably Josh's biggest threat. I'd think.
Yeah, he's about as dangerous as anyone if he gets in the playoffs.
Boy, I mean, he's in the playoffs. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, he's in the playoffs. Well, my thing is that he's about as dangerous as anyone.
For sure.
Is what is my big point with it, because it's just like it's not many guys that matched the playoff success he had from last cycle. 2 Super Bowls and all the playoff wins, stuff like that. So, I'm interested to see exactly how it all plays out for him.
He won 1 Super Bowl. He didn't win versus me. It was
that didn't happen.
Talking about.
That wasn't a thing.
Nah, that season it was fucking holdout. CPA.
Wumbo wasn't drunk enough to play that game.
Exactly.
Well,
we just need Connor. We just need Connor to join to have a Wumbo pod.
I was going to say drunk Wumbo is a savage. So. I mean, let's just call it what it is.
You ain't wrong. I'm not in any position to argue right now.
It would have been interesting if it was just LJ and drunk Wumbo the whole night.
You should have heard the conversation we were having before we got home.
Oh man, I love it. It makes me wish I was drinking, but gotta be responsible.
Like responsibility. What is that, right?
I'm off tomorrow. Fuck responsibility.
Well, I'm doing a thing called driving and podcasting, Wumbo, so alcohol probably would not equal.
I was going to say that doesn't even sound. That I was going to say that would be a terrible, terrible thing.
I'm gonna listen to LJ because he's my guardian right now.
Yeah, LJ's like the chaperone of the field trip.
Are we at 6 or 7?
We're at 6. We're at 6 with Pook.
Talking about my drinks.
Well, I don't exactly know which drink you're at, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
Did you kill the bottle, Wumbo?
In there.
He's working on it.
I don't know. This was pretty strong. Like that first one felt like gasoline. Now it feels like
water.
Not water, but like
you got past the hard part, bud.
The first part was hard.
Yeah, once you get like 3-4 in, you're good to go. It tastes like water. It's like Bud Light.
Oh, Bud Light, I could go for.
Or just get a Labatt's for a nice little side piece there while you're drinking that.
I think I have some Bush Pops downstairs.
There you go.
Bush Lights, my dude. All right. You do you. I'm gonna mute for a sec.
Okay. All right. Well, with Pook, with Pook, definitely showing he's definitely caught fire here as of late.
For sure. Because he started what was his record when he the first 5 weeks or so?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like 1-4 or something to that effect. 1-3 or 2-3 or something like that. Yeah, but so he's definitely caught fire as of late. I think it was big. The big part of the early struggles was just that adjustment period, and then he finally started hitting his stride. So, that team is definitely dangerous. Baker Mayfield has been balling, regardless of how people feel about how he's gotten his stats. He's balling.
Yeah, he's balling.
I think Pook is definitely dangerous at this point. Late in the season.
Yeah.
Again, it'll be interesting to see with him going into the playoffs because that's typically where his struggles lie. So
yeah, I also think a lot of like the users, a lot of people, some people struggled a little bit early on to get used to the change of the Madden. And a lot of those people you're seeing catching fire right now, Pook could have been one of them. like you said, he's balling with Baker Mayfield. I mean, how he's getting there. I mean, I haven't watched any of his streams or anything that much, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I mean, there's been accusations, so. But no, I mean he's balling and Puig's playing really well right now, so I think he definitely deserves to be up there where he's at. What?
Is Puig cheesing? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I don't know. He could be.
I'm not dead. I was gonna say we're not getting into that right now. We are not doing that.
All right, wait, back.
We're not doing that right now.
Puig just mentioned me in the chat.
Puig.
So apparently he is watching.
Oh boy, do we got some fucking stories for you.
But
you seen that South Park episode where Kenny was he cheesed himself to death? You're Kenny.
So my question is, you're drunk ass.
I made it here.
You broke stat caps while you were drunk.
Can we not get into this right now? We don't. I already told you that drunk bitches is a savage, yo. So we don't need to no need to dive deeper into that when we all know that drunk savage.
Dude, that shit was wild. Like, all I saw was number 18.
All of a sudden, I get little tagged in the chat, and I'm like, "Is there stat caps in here?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, oh. And I like how my favorite part is I like how you added the story. Like you're like, "Well, what if he fell?" And that was it. I was like, "Okay, well, I guess that's where we're ending the story." But who's next on our list?
Next up we have Shank in his Seahawks. Some varied rankings here. We got a couple people with him at 6, couple people with him at 9. And I think the biggest thing with that is just the inconsistency in the season.
Yeah, I mean he beat me. So probably his best win of the season. I put the key wins in there. I don't know who else. I can't remember who else he beat, but
for Shank, he beat Austin, he beat Suff, and which at the time that he beat Suff, it really wasn't that significant of a win. But
honestly, yeah. Well, actually, we're not going to get into Suff because he's not in the top 10.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
Suff. Spoiler alert, right?
Don't worry, I did that last week.
so with of course he beat Austin, he beat Suff, he beat and he beat Emmons. So so that's his thing where he's won his games, but it's been really a really inconsistent type of
I think my 2 losses have been a combined 5 points, which kind of makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean the thing with
thanks, LJ. Just had to let Greg Olsen catch that pass to get in the field goal range. It break my heart. I get a sack, make it 2nd and 19. I'm feeling good. Up 3.
That was as soon as he caught that pass, I was like, I know Emmons' heart right now. Just
like I was just like one of those moments where you just like set the controller on the ground for a second. You're just like, oh man. Like
because I think it took you a few seconds to pick the next play. Yeah, I was like,
I was just like I played it perfectly. I ran back there with Jared Davis. It was in double coverage. I was like, okay, I played the receiver too. I didn't even get greedy. And Greg Olsen just like shit in my entire life. And then I blitzed the next play, and he got a touchdown. So it was.
Your blitz. That's the
blitz. You can ask LJ. I mean, that's just my normal play calling. But
nah.
What I was trying to do was because like the blitzes were working all game, and so what I was trying to do was get him out of field goal range.
Yeah,
and then go from there. But if I remember correctly, it was like a crossing route to DJ Moore, maybe, and he beat Alford across the middle, and he juked the fuck out of somebody, and then went in the end zone.
Yeah, DJ Moore is a baller. Long story short, DJ Moore is a baller. Anyway,
I mean, he ain't no Calvin Ridley.
Anyway,
Calvin Ridley's gonna sit 2 games to keep it up.
Anyways, we are after you see that stat line, you'll consider that. By the way, Emmons. But
is it that bad?
Really don't.
Is it that bad?
But
is Daddy League updated in there? Somebody update Daddy League in VFL.
Nah, don't. It's okay.
Can you update? No. Can someone Connor to the pod?
Okay. All right.
One ball.
I thought Connor was playing his game. What happened?
Well, apparently he just DM'd me saying he'd invite him. He's ready.
Okay. Well,
wait. Before we get to the next person, whoever that is, Dicey, if you're listening,
we're doing it.
You're a motherfucking wumbo, my dude.
Yeah,
like
we have initiated.
We have a force. The 4 horsemen, my dude.
I guess I'll add in the wumbo chat now. Yeah, I didn't know how we were gonna do this. Bishes had the grand idea to knock it out on the podcast. I was gonna give him an initiation, like we gave Connor. Yeah. But yeah. So Dicey is a wumbo. That was the big announcement for the night. I'm adding him to the wumbo group chat right now.
Made it like a little anti-climatic.
Connor, your invite sent. But yeah, so
I was gonna wait until after we did the power rankings, but it's okay. It's all right. It worked out.
I really am sorry. I'm just like
you're excited. We're all excited to add. We're turning. We're going from a threesome to a mini orgy. So we're getting excited over here in Wumbo land.
Getting wild.
There you go. So yeah.
Honestly, the drunk text he sent me last night is what got him in. We've been considering Dicey for a long time.
Yeah, he was an intern for like 2 seconds, and then we're like, nah, and then we're just like,
yeah,
he's a wumbo.
I agree. Okay. That was my first thought when I woke up to those this morning. I was just like, you know what, this is it.
You ain't gonna wake up to them. You're getting them right now from me, like via voice. Like they ain't even text. Like that, the entire league's getting drunk text from me right now.
So now, by the way, Daddy Leagues is updated, Emma. But
VFL.
Do I want to look?
Yeah, if you want to wait till later, you can.
Oh no!
But,
don't look.
Up next, we have our very own Bishes.
What?
Bishes is number 8. Bishes at number 8. Yeah, I mean his season has been very impressive too. One of the people that started off early with the struggles. Started off.
Jesus Christ, Bishes.
I told you.
Holy fuck.
I told you.
That's not just 1 game suspension.
What? What? Okay, but look at average on the season. That's like 2 games.
That's a fat rip for you, dog. That's
okay, but can I get them back like week 16?
Just 2. I'm thinking 2 games.
Okay, can I get a game and a half? Like, can I start in second quarter?
Well, this isn't a targeting. I don't know if LJ's on board with me, but I'm thinking that
LJ, wait, you're the voice of reason. Don't do it.
The voice of reason says that.
Don't do it.
That's a crazy stat line.
I almost feel like 2 games isn't enough.
No, wait a second. Second.
Anyways,
we announced the stat line live on the.
Anyways, welcome Connor to the pod.
Yo,
he is a regular at this point.
We announced the Wumbo initiation for Dicey. Bitch just pulled the trigger.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
He should be apologizing. He's just a little drunk right now.
I jumped the gun.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
He also might have the craziest stat line I've ever seen in any Madden league that has stat cap rules in my life in VFL. So
what did he do?
Calvin Ridley, I think it was like 17 catches, 350 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Okay, so that's like a game, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, 2v2, honestly, game and a half.
Because what's the stat cap on touchdowns? That's like 4 anyways. So that's not even a rule broken.
I think it's 2 for receivers.
Okay, but if y'all saw the last play, like, it was just like a drag, and then it just went out.
At what point? Well, there's no stream, so I can't even, like, look at it.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'll game and a half. Gotcha.
Little Ridley.
Okay, but
reminder: don't let Vicious play. Don't let Vicious play games drunk. He doesn't go.
It's not even that bad though, because I have Julio. Like I have that guy. Like I have Julio Jones and
LJ. I think a new rule for Vicious: we don't let him play drunk anymore.
I told you he's a savage.
I was here. Dude. I am like when he asked me. Here I am expecting like, okay, he probably like has an extra touchdown or something, or like he's barely over the yardage. And I look, and this man has like 2 games worth of stats.
Calvin's still winning offensive rookie of the year. I don't care.
Anyway,
the man was at 20 catches in a game. Nice.
Dude,
anyway,
he saw Brandon Marshall and was like, "Damn."
Anyway, guys. Okay, let's focus back up. We have Bitches at number 8. You know, again, one of those guys that struggled early, but kind of caught fire here as of late. Only 2 losses have been to top 3 teams. So, including the guy that's been ranked number 1 the entire season. So, I mean, this is really.
So basically, like, I'm first one out. Like, is that what we're saying right now?
That's not what we're saying at all.
Wait, what I missed?
I'm saying it like, dude, I'm tanking in the playoff spot.
What the fuck?
What did you just say, Wumbo? You're tanking in the playoff spot?
Okay.
So you're gonna make the playoffs, and you're gonna what?
I don't exactly understand
21st pick or bust. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Okay.
40 chess. 40 chess.
All right.
5D checkers, my dude.
Holy fuck. Oh, Wumbo, indeed.
Last night I got drunk texts from Connor and Dicey, and now I got drunk Wumbo live on the pod.
Bro, no. We 2-0. Fitzmagic is real.
Yo,
Fitzmagic. Okay. Can we get done with the Power Rankings first, guys?
Did I miss? Wait, what number are we on? What number are we on?
Right now, we're unless we're done talking about bitches. Did anybody have anything else to add for bitches?
Go bitches.
You know, he threw 6 picks versus me. That's about it.
Okay.
Myself, adios.
All right. So number 9, we have sports.
Wait, did we miss me? Oh, we must have already done me. All right.
Yeah. We already passed you up, homie.
Connor, you were number 1. What you mean?
I know.
All right. So
but we have sports.
Me and Roger just started our game.
Go off.
Is there a way we can like mute bitches, like just like a control room or something for a second?
There.
All right. I'm out. I'm muting myself.
All right, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. So,
okay.
Y'all do you.
Well,
so we have so at number 9 we have sports, who I think would have been either top 10 last week, or he would have been like close if it wasn't for one particular ranking that dropped him.
Did he really leave it there?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Why?
Because
man's dead, bro. Let the man live. He'll be back. He'll be back. Let LJ roll on with his power rankings, Emmons. Let's go. Come on.
But I'm talking about that ranking right now.
But
I gotta play Raj. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, so he so sports definitely has been one of the better guys so far this year. Kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, with how he is, and like, playing him last cycle and seeing how he was last cycle, and then him landing, the best overall, like, not like necessarily the best roster, but just overall wise, team in the game.
Yeah,
and it's weird to say. I think he's at 9-4, and it was kind of underwhelming. But I know he's got at least 1 or 2 forced losses.
Yeah.
I know he had a forced loss versus the Vikings, and then I don't know against who else. Josh, who's the number 1 team with the Jags, handed it to him pretty good. But other than that, he's been right there. I mean, he can definitely make a run in the playoffs with that team. I mean, no one really wants to face that Eagles roster to begin with, let alone with a guy who knows how to play Madden. So,
yeah, definitely, definitely. I think sports has definitely proven that. He's really good. He's really good with that team. Like I said, just kind of underwhelming considering how talented the roster is. I would think where he should be is up there with Josh. But I mean, sometimes just don't get the kind of breaks in certain games that you would like. So
it's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Like I know I muted myself, but like I muted myself real quick. Sports, you're pretty good. Shit, like you should be, like LJ was saying, like you should be higher, but like you're underachieving at the moment. My dude, you got this.
Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thanks. We will make sure to forward those to.
We'll make sure he hears what you had to say.
Unless sports is watching right now. So, but yeah. So, like I said, kind of underwhelming season. We expect a little bit more, but still, overall, he's done a solid job. Anytime the only
nothing bad. Just
I was going to say
not as what I thought it was going to happen. Like I kind of thought going into it, like looking at the NFC, he'd probably be. The 1 seed, at least fighting for it. But, I mean, right now, that's pretty much between me and Cripps as of right now. So,
yeah.
So, I mean, being the 3 seed, which I think he's sitting at right now, isn't, like, something to be, like, looked down on or anything. But it's just not what I expected, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
I also didn't expect to be where I am. So, I mean, I guess kind of... Or Cripps, honestly, because I thought you guys were going to beat each other up in that division.
You're fucking wild, my dude. Like...
Thanks, Momo.
Up there.
I guess that's it.
I appreciate you coming back and giving me that. Yeah, like I honestly didn't. I thought I would struggle with the Lions. I thought Cripps would division, but
dude, that Saints team though, like Lattimore, Kamara, Breeze, Meredith, like
that Saints team is loaded.
Who's number 10?
Number
10, Arthur.
Just drop out and be the Saints offensive coordinator. I'm just saying.
It's got to be either Corey or Arthur.
Number 10 is Arthur. First top 10 ranking of the season.
What?
Yeah.
Who? Wait.
Arthur.
What team?
Giants.
He's Giants.
Oh, they're not bad.
He's been like he's had some ups and downs. I mean, I think obviously his 2 most impressive wins are what he did to you and Cripps early on in the year, and he just for me beating Austin was pretty impressive. Playing a user like Austin who's been solid throughout the CFM, in the last few years that we've had this league, and Austin was pretty that was pretty much it's a game you couldn't lose.
Yeah.
Wanting to get into the playoffs, so to beat a user like that in that moment, I think that was a pretty big win. So for me, that's why I think I had him at 10. So for me, that's why I had him where I had him.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say I think I think that was a big win in my opinion too. Because that was definitely needed. That vaulted him back into a wild card spot, getting that win.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's a big part of it. He wins when he needs to, because even whenever he got those wins against me and Cripps, his season at that point was basically banking on making sure he didn't lose any more, close games like he did. But he pulled out those 2 wins, and I think that kind of turned his season around, because I think that put him at like 5-3 or 5-2 or something like that. So to me, I think he's had some ups and downs this season, but I think overall he's definitely earned that spot that he has at number 10. First top 10 ranking in for him in his stint in the league. So very impressive, very, very impressive. But that's all we got for the top 10. Yeah.
So alcohol of the night, 1792, foolproof.
Dicey just finally found out that he is a Wumbo. He's having a moment.
Is it in chat?
Yeah, it's in chat.
Oh my god!
Go greet him.
Wumbo number 4. Oh.
Yep. So we got old man Wumbo here, me, and then we got my younger.
Dicey is though, like.
Yeah, but Dicey's the 4th in anyway, so I think Dicey's my age.
You're right. You're like, even if he got you beat on age, like you got beat on tenure. Like.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because I got you. Me and you are the OGs, and I got you beat on age. You're like a cougar. You married me.
Wow. Really big. Mute yourself, please.
Oh my god, that's like we need to clip that. That's like a Wumbo. Like we need drops. Like we need to add drops to the show that we can just play.
Like going on YouTube, ain't it?
I mean, yeah, it's live on YouTube right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Interesting. That was my favorite moment of my day. Oh man, I haven't been on these pods in a while, so I don't know what we normally go through after the power rankings.
That's
lately.
Normal.
So I guess,
I mean, at this point, it's not really.
I'm trying to think what. So what? All right, so we're in week 15 right now. So next Monday should be. Where should we be next Monday?
Playoffs.
So we should be just starting. So we might be able to actually do like a playoff prediction next week.
We can. Last week, me and Bishop predicted.
Oh God,
playoffs.
I had you as division winner. Wumbo.
Is that all you had me as? Is your division winner?
Well, we didn't go into the playoffs.
We didn't go too far. All right.
Who got the 1 seed between me and Cripps?
I believe I said Cripps.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna play Dice. Well, honestly, I gotta beat Vikings and Packers, and Cripps. I think Cripps has a little bit of a tougher road to end the year with Dicey, and Dicey being the newest Wumbo, his first objective as a Wumbo is to get me that 1 seed and beat Cripps.
Wumbo of the week is fucking daddy leagues, my dude. Like, look at this fucking new setup. They changed the setup.
Yeah, it's ass on mobile, but it's good on the computer.
Yeah, it's trash on mobile, but on the laptop
right now.
I was gonna say on the computer, it looks clean. It looks really
clean. Really does. I had it pulled up today.
Fresh out the computer. Barber shop, like straight out the club, like heading to the club right now, like fucking
Wildin'.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
Fucking Black and Mild, like backwoods, all that shit. Fucking cool. Like, not 1792 cool, because this shit's strong. If y'all didn't know, don't try this at home. Actually, try this at home, but like not at like public places.
You alright, buddy? Oh, is he gone?
I guess we lost him. All right.
He might be going to bed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably. But yeah. So I mean, do you have any? What's your playoff predictions, Emmons?
Is there any way you could do me a favor and look at the daddy leagues, and I'll just go off of what the standings are right now?
Yes.
Or are you asking me like who I think's gonna be like the seeding, or am I going through the whole playoffs right now? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, who you think is gonna be the seeding?
It's tough because I feel. Are you still gonna have a shot at the playoffs? Like if you win this week and have to beat Crips week 17?
Yeah, I have to. Like I said, if I win 2 of these last 3, then I'm almost 100% sure I'll get a playoff spot.
Okay, so I think you beat Crips week 17. I should take care of business depending on this new Vikings user. So I should take care of business and win my next 2 games. I'd be pretty upset with myself if I didn't, because I came out and I would have been happy if I came out 3-2 in that 5-game stretch I had. I came out 4-1, so
yeah,
I was happy with that. So I think Crips might slip up against Dicey or he's back.
Bitches.
I'm talking bitches. You can just sit there for a second.
Okay. All right.
So I should, like, if Crips loses, I don't see me losing. So, but I think, oh God, this is tough because I think he beats Dicey, but I think if LJ's got to come up in the clutch, I think I'm going to take LJ in that week 17 spot. So I guess I'll be the 1 seed. Crips obviously the 2. I think Eagles will probably be 3, and then what division? And then because we got the South, the North. Oh, and then the West would be Shank.
Yeah.
Suff really shot himself in the foot.
By losing.
Crips.
What's going on?
Bishes is really intoxicated right now, so don't let him talk to you.
Ooh,
Jesus.
Crips.
What's going on?
Yo, I had you at 3. Like I had.
Go ahead and mute yourself there, Bishes, for a second.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, so me 1, Crips 2, Eagles 3, Shank 4, and then the wild card spots. God, that's tough because I don't even know what the wild card race is looking like right now. But I have you winning.
It looks jumbled. Just know it looks really jumbled.
Because I have you winning. Week 17 in your other games, so you get in. My thing is, what does Connor have to do to get in?
Connor,
or does he need to win out and have help?
Yes,
I think so.
Okay,
yeah, he needs a couple people to lose.
Okay,
yeah,
Connor can do it. Sorry.
Who else we got? Give me like 3 teams.
Well, I'll say this. The thing with it is, if Connor ends up with the same record as like most people, he's out. Actually, no, he's in.
Oh,
unless he's lost head-to-heads. But I haven't looked at the head-to-heads. But he does have a better his conference record for the wild card teams,
because he beat Giants, so that's a big win.
So he owns tiebreaker over him.
Fuck it. Connor gets in as a 6th seed. So we got 3 teams from the NFC South.
Bro, if that happens, that is going to be crazy. Because I don't
division.
It happen.
Wumbo, that sounds like something I'd say right now.
Well, this is Wumbo fam right here. So I mean, gang. Crips, you missed it. Crips, you didn't miss it before I move on to the AFC. We initiated our 4th Wumbo.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Dicey. Sorry.
Wow, you cock.
What? You asked who it was.
Yeah, because I finished my initiation shit like 4 months ago.
You're still a tadpole, bud. You're still a tadpole.
Okay. If you ain't podcasting drunk as shit, like, the fuck you doing?
Like, right, he's got a point. But
okay, well then let's not have a podcast when I'm fucking walking home from class.
I mean, you can have a 40 in your hand with a bot, right? You know, I was gonna say. Anyways, on to the AFC.
Can I do NFC real quick, or do we have time?
Yeah, but let me get through my AFC real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're going person by person.
We got about 10. We got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll fly through this real quick so Crips can go. Josh, I think ends up. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm pretty confident he's going to win his games. So I have him at my 1 seed. I think I have Roger losing to Connor, so I think Light sneaks in there at the 2 seed. Have they played each other head to head?
Who?
Roger and Lights?
I
don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Okay, so Lights will get the 2 seed. Roger gets the 3 seed. The 4 seed would then go to the. God, what division am I leaving out here? Because I got Lights.
The West. No, not the West. The
East.
The Wumbo.
Yeah, so Wumbo. So Wumbo gets the 4 seed. So Wumbo gets the 4 seed. And then now this is where I have absolutely no idea where the AFC wild card is looking like. So I'm gonna go out and say Corey and
Pook and Corey.
Yeah, Pook and Corey. Pook got the 5 seed.
Maybe Shank. But like
Shank's in
the NFC.
But all right, go ahead, Crips. I had me over you as the 1 seed just because I feel like you have a chance to lose to LJ in week 17 if he's got a playoff spot on the line.
I don't disagree with that because I still have you above me anyways. So I would put.
I like being above you.
Take that how you like, right?
Dear God. Keep in mind, dumbass, you are on speaker as I'm walking through college campus. So.
We gotta let Crips get
it's 2018. College campuses don't care. What you mean?
All right, let's see. So I have.
You go to Bama, don't you?
I got Emmett at 1. I put myself at 2. I'll at 3. Oh, we got with the West and the who else am I missing? The West and the East. I feel like Shank will clutch out the 3 and then
wow, the 3.
I'll put Eagles at 4.
That's tough. That's tough.
It's a tough toss up, but I feel like of it like end of the season user skill can win out, and I would take from a pure user standpoint, at least with how they've performed with their respective teams, I would take Shank over Sports.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my logic
there.
Well,
my thing is I don't even think Shank wins the division. But
so 2018.
Okay, what's that standing looking like? Is it tied right now?
Well, Suff's 8-6, right?
Yeah. And
Suff and Shank's 9-4?
9-5, I believe. Or did he win today? Then never mind. Disregard. Even though I picked.
Chan, I believe in you.
Chan's been eliminated from that race for a minute, but nah, because when we did it last week, I picked Suff to win the division, but apparently that
well, I don't know. I guess my thing with Suff is he's had an impressive year, but when he went through that little stretch of winning, his best win was versus Corey, which is a good win. But other than that, I can't really remember who else he beat. To be honest with you. So I feel like that team's just not ready to perform to what he needs them to yet.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Even the couple trades he's made for what they're worth, he lacks consistency on the outside because Fitzgerald is slow, and other than that,
his wide receivers could not get separation versus my secondary, and it killed him.
Yeah, and his running game is, Mac is produced for him given what he expected from him, but. I feel like for the most part, he's been going against teams that have been inferiorly matched to Quentin.
One thing for sure, he's got a good start to his pass rush there with Khalil Mack. That was not fun.
But I feel like if he ends up in a situation where he has to consistently be able to put points on the board,
yeah, I agree.
Against a quality user,
yep.
I don't know, but I also feel like he could end up clutching out a wild card spot. But I still want to take Connor. I agree. I think Connor takes the 6th seed. I think he's got his momentum rolling. He, our game was close as hell.
That win versus LJ was huge. That win versus LJ was huge for him.
I may have made some comments about your 4 picks, when we got to you, but you still won the ugly game. You went home with a girl at 2 a.m. It's wild.
What?
That's his metaphor for winning ugly games, which makes sense. But it doesn't.
I love that. No, but
good.
it was that was
because the point is good teams find.
Am I right? Like with that win a 1,
you're right.
That win was a 1, and you were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
No, that was a game where it was just. I think more of it was. I think Connor outplayed me, honestly, but it was something where in the very end, like that was a team talent kind of.
How do you get 12 points? How do you
4
get
field goals?
Dude,
no, he had. No, he didn't. I don't think he had 4 field goals. I think he had a touchdown, a field goal, and a safety, if I remember correctly.
Safety.
Nice. So, all right, why don't you give us your AFC Crips? Because I think I just had 10 minutes, like 12 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway,
no, so. I think LJ. I'll take LJ and Connor. I'll agree with.
That's what I had.
On that. And AFC, I think my top 3, I think, are all the same. I think it goes Josh and then Lights and then Roger. 4th spot, I think it's Wumbo. I mean, that's not a question. It's just a question of if Roger can hold strong to the end of the year, or if Roger stumbles and somehow ends up losing the 3rd seed to Wumbo is, I think, really the only question. And
he's got head-to-head tiebreaker. He's got it.
Oh, does he? Okay, never mind then.
Disregard.
Disregard that string. And then 5th and 6th seeds. I think Corey takes one of them. I don't know which. And then as for the other one,
don't sleep on the Finns. If I play drunk, he's got a chance.
Is he 1 game out right now?
Kind of. Yes. I don't know. Maybe.
Or with tiebreakers.
I think he's just out due to tiebreakers right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm trying to think of who else is there record-wise right now, other than Corey.
All right, Pook is there, but like he's in. I'm pretty sure.
Pook's in. Pook's in. Like Pook's locked in.
Okay,
sure.
So we're thinking Corey,
and Pook then.
I said Corey and Pook. I just don't. I don't know what.
They're close, but like they're dark horse. Like they'd have to win out with help.
I think the Dolphins has to play the Jags, right?
Yeah.
It's like he's got to be Josh, which is
But Josh said he plans on resting this.
Levi. Levi is there technically, like kind of like.
Levi's played like 4 games. I don't know how he's there.
Dude, I don't know either.
Like, I don't want him in the playoffs because I don't know if he's gonna play the games or not. Like dude, he's been so busy.
I won versus him, and he still only got 4 other losses. Like, what is this Fairson bullshit? Like, dude. Bye.
So, did you have Corey and Pook? Crips, was that your?
I'm going with Corey and Pook.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure that's who I had too.
So, I think that's all who we all had.
Yeah, I feel like Finn's just needs a little too much to go in his favor.
I think this will be the first time ever that our podcast will like time perfectly to where the playoffs start, to where we can do a full playoff breakdown and predictions.
Yeah. Because this time next week we go to week 16 tomorrow. Week 17
Thursday.
Yeah.
And we start the playoffs Sunday night.
So we can pretty much.
Are you sure it's Sunday night? It's Saturday night.
Saturday night. I'm stupid.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what day it is.
Sorry,
man. Playoffs Saturday night. Wild.
That is.
It's like high school football over again, my dudes. Like Saturday night, my man.
Yeah, I think we had to play our state championship game my senior year on Saturday. Well, I mean that's the only state championship football game I ever played in.
Either wild card game, like I don't want to play Pook or Corey. Like
yeah. Honestly, there's like this year. I mean, first of all, you're in the playoffs. There shouldn't be a team you really want to play unless you were the Buffalo Bills last year.
Unless you're playing me drunk.
Like, yeah, I mean, like in the NFC, like even if me and Crips get a bye, I mean, we're looking at playing sports,
then again,
or
VFL,
Shank, or do you want to go for 3 games, bitches? You want to go for 3 games? A 3-game suspension?
I'm sorry.
I just know I don't want to play Shank because I don't need to be memed into another playoff
Be
loss.
1.5 games. I'm sorry. Like,
I think I'm in the vote right now as in 2 games, but we'll figure that out later on.
We'll figure that out. Anyways, does
wait, what did I miss?
I'll tell you after we get off the pod.
Did anyone have any other thoughts or anything they wanted to share?
Dude, I got hella thoughts, but like they're not for podcasts.
I think hopefully I don't think this will happen, but this is what I hope happens. I hope me and Bishop's play in the Super Bowl.
Oh man.
Oh fuck! I'm definitely drinking for that.
Y'all both better be.
Like, we should throw like 14 combined picks.
Just okay. Throw back like back-to-back shots, like right off at kickoff, and then when after we score.
Yeah.
Anyways, everyone.
Every interception we throw, we do a shot.
We'll talk.
Every interception we throw, we do a shot, and every time we score, we do a shot.
This is me playing the music to get y'all to stop talking on the
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah. So thank you to everybody that was watching.
That's dicey.
Power rankings. I'll plan on trying to get those out tomorrow. So stay tuned for those. And yeah, appreciate everybody. Catch y'all next time.